Saw, what's going on, buddy? Good morning, everybody. Cap Nation Live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just popping up my live chat. It's cold this morning. Good morning, Penny. Good morning, good morning. Matt, good morning. Jesse, good morning. I'm doing good. Appreciate it. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well as well. Absolutely, Saw. Got some more tricks up our sleeve, that's for sure. We got some tricks up our sleeve. Jeff, what's going on, buddy? Give me 1 second, guys, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Don't mind, I guess they're plowing bushes or something, getting some tumbleweed out of the way down below us. Give me 1 second, and I will have everything ready to roll. It's rather loud this morning. Hopefully I'll be able to see my live chat here shortly. There we go. Loyalty, what's going on, buddy? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Real Champ, good morning. Art, good morning. Prime Time, yo, good morning. Jeff likes plowing bushes too. Bet you do, buddy. Bobby Underdog, what's going on? Top of the morning to you. Thomas G. Jesse, it was so windy yesterday, we did not go out yesterday at all. It was absolutely insane. I thought the motorhome was going to be like, we ain't in Kansas anymore or something. It was insane. It was insane. Neverez, good morning. Casper Perez, good morning. Matt, yeah, San Diego State definitely should have covered. That's one of the heartbreakers. That's one of the heartbreakers from yesterday. That one right there. Shane, good morning. You're out fishing. Very nice. Well, I won't keep everybody too long because today I get to cook breakfast. So yesterday my mother cooked. Today I'll cook breakfast, and camp's quiet, waiting for me. Camp is quiet, with the exception of that noisy, wherever he is back there. Oh, I move it, and the camera doesn't wants to lose signal. Me mom, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna take a look at a couple things today, and see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into today. Alex, good morning. CT COVID shot today, very nice. Very nice. Stay strong, my brother. No, it's not that bad. Jeff, I look relaxed. I'm feeling good. Out here having fun. Windier than shit. Didn't do absolutely anything yesterday. Nothing. Day started out with Bloody Marys, and I got a feeling my dad should have a nice spicy Bloody Mary ready for me by the time I get done filming this one. So it's been good. Been good and relaxing. Good little R&R, little getaway before the madness of March is technically officially here. Speaking of March and March Madness, we'll have information out on that. Jared says he made it, no notifications. No more. Weird. Check your notification button. Yeah, the San Diego State game was definitely a letdown. They should have absolutely covered that one. But no siree. You know, Jeff, I wouldn't be taking these vacations if it wasn't for you, buddy. That's for sure. Pushing me to do get out of the office more. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. A little early action college hoops today. We got St. Joseph's in Massachusetts going down. But CT, you had the 9.5. Yeah, it's always a tough one. It's always a tough one. For people not getting notifications, Jeff said, turn the notifications off and then turn them back on. Always a good idea there. Premium plays are posted. Soccer's posted. NHL's posted. Speaking of soccer, the boys with the soccer put out another soccer game of the week. It was posted yesterday late evening for today. You have, I think they're shutting the signups off at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so 1 p.m. Eastern time. So 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific is the cutoff for the big soccer game of the week. They smashed last week's. Should absolutely smash this week's as well. I like what they put out. Jesse really likes the San Antonio Spurs tonight. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, speaking of parlays, I had a nice 7-teamer yesterday in soccer. Manchester, oh my lord. How can they? I think they were the biggest favorite on the board yesterday too. -5, or biggest favorite on my ticket, -500 or something like that. Ends up in a draw. So we're going to jump into it. Not going to be live for too long. I do apologize for the tractor noise over there, somewhere over there. John, you had Manchester lose on your last leg of your parlay too. That's disappointing, man. Disappointing. Jordan says, nice calling by in the hook on San Diego State University. Kyle just pointed at the end there. I can't believe he threw it, that alley-oop on the backboard. You know, I didn't get to watch the game, but I seen a highlight of it, and should have got that one. Shane, your bookie gave it to you at 8.5. Very nice. Very nice. Gotta love that one. Gotta love that one. Members-only content. We'll have members-only content tomorrow. Members-only content will be tomorrow. Will be a members-only video tomorrow. And then Saturday and Sunday, members-only live shows. So if you're not a YouTube exclusive member, make sure you get joined up before the weekend. That way you don't miss any of the content that we drop. Vincent, thanks for jumping on board the Guys of Soccer Game of the Week. See that you just did that. Glad to have you on board that one. Lewis, Nate, Adam, Brian. And then for everybody, my Game of the Week will be tomorrow. Meant to announce that yesterday and I didn't, but it'll be tomorrow. And then if you were on it last week, even though 99.9% of us won, I still graded it as a push. So if you were on my personal plays, or not personal plays, my Game of the Week last week, then you'll have my Game of the Week this week, but it will not be, will not show up in your account until it's actually posted online. So if you don't see it, no need to email in and bug accounting or anything like that. If you don't see it, it just means that it's not posted to your account. Now, this time tomorrow, if you don't see it, then you definitely want to email in. But no need to email in today if you don't see it right away because it's just not posted yet. So, you guys hear the noise in the background? Yeah, it's a tractor back there somewhere. Right there, above my head. He's removing tumbleweeds, probably. Eradicating the fire hazards. Oh, Jeff, you heard that I said email in. What I was saying is if you do not see my Game of the Week in your account, no need to email in. Accounting will get to it when they get to it, and you won't be able to see it anyways until it's posted. Jeff, you're just kidding. Never has full hookups. Full hookups, buddy. It's pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. CT72 says, thought it was the Cap Nation's Brinks truck. It is, baby. Just back it up. Back it up. Shane says he likes the Knicks in the teaser. Very nice. Very nice. All right, so I don't have much time this morning because I do get cooking duties this morning. So we are going to take a look at a couple games. And we're going to make them some good ones for you guys. We're going to take a look at the first one that we're going to take a look at is George Washington and George Mason at, what I think it's 5:30 Eastern time. That'll be the first one that we take a look at. So give me a second to get all my stuff up, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. How much is it for premium plays for NBA for a week? Well, Jesse, we don't have just premium plays for just NBA. We don't do it by the sport for our premium plays. It'll be all the premium plays that we put out, which you can get 3 days for $99. There's other deals on the website as well. just go to the website, cappersdirect.com, and then click on the premium tab. And then you can scroll down and you can look through all the packages there. Nevers, today is linguiça, potatoes, and eggs. Eggs, potatoes, and linguiça kind of morning. Although I do think we have a leftover steak, so we may have to throw a little steak in the eggs as well. All right, George Washington at George Mason. Little 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Be on NBC Sports for all you guys. George Washington 5-11 on the year, riding 2 losses. Atlantic 10 Conference Tournament winner in round 1, beating Fordham 53-49. Here they are drawing George Mason for the second round. George Mason finished the season 12-8 on the year, 8-6 in conference play, with that first round bye in the Atlantic 10 Conference at the Eagle Bank Arena. Well, normally at the Eagle Bank Arena, excuse me, but conference play tournament. So for everybody that doesn't know, where'd my page go? So for everybody that doesn't know, George Mason did come in with the bye, the Robbins Center. So they're away from home, even though they're the home team, they're away from home. So you take a lot of the home court advantage out, being on a neutral site. Add in a few fans, nothing crazy. I don't take too much away from where people will be playing at home versus a conference tournament on the road. The fact that the arenas aren't full with screaming fans takes away a lot of the aspect of the home court advantage, in my opinion. Still give them a little bit, but in this situation there will be, because they're both on a neutral site. CT says, better hurry, the family's going to get hungry, right? Definitely don't want them hangry this morning. Definitely don't want them hangry. When you take a look at the side-by-side comparison, you use conference play only numbers because that's most recently what they've done, and obviously conference play tournament. So you want the truest, newest, accurate numbers. George Washington's not a good shooting team. 49%, from the field overall. 32.6% conversion of three-point, all their three-point attempts. 49% of their two-point plays. A 65% free throw shooting team. And then on the other hand, you get the exact same thing out of George Mason. 65.8% free throw shooting, 47% conversion of all their two-point plays, a tad bit better from out deep at 34.9% conversion from three-point range. They're only hitting 48.8% overall from the field anyways. But when you take a look at their defenses, defense, the George Washington defense is a straight dumpster fire. They give up almost 51% shooting, 35.4% from three-point range, 49.5% of all the two-point shots are able to contest. As far as that, their turnover rate is extremely low, 15.9% when on defense. However, their offensive rebounding rate is something that they lack in as well. They're giving up over 30.7% offensive rebounds to the opposing team. George Washington struggles to get a rebound anyways. No different if they're on the defensive side of the glass or on the offensive side. So look for those offensive rebounds as well as the defensive rebounds to go George Mason's way, where they're not a bad rebounding team anyways. Limiting on defense, they're limiting opposing teams to 23% offensive rebounds, which means they're getting the defensive rebounds at 76.9% of the 76.9% of the time. Two foul participation, George Washington will be in at 30%, George Mason 11%. Not a huge factor there, but it'll definitely be a first half advantage for George Mason in this game. As far as the line on this game, George Mason laying 7, +7. You're going to really have to take a look at the defenses. George Mason does have the 4th ranked defense in the Atlantic 10 Conference, holding teams to 33% shooting from out deep, 49% conversion of all the two-point plays, but they're creating turnovers at a rate of 19.5%. Every 1 out of every 5 trips down the court for their opposing offense are able to create a turnover out of it. So it's a decent number there. But as far as the number goes, as far as the 7 points go, conference tournament game, George Mason on defense should be able to get the job done. They should be able to get a win. As far as covering the 7 points, I'm not entirely a huge fan of them covering the 7 points today. I think it's priced right, very close to where I think it should be. I think that line should have been laying 5.5 or laying 6, not 7. But again, it's not enough for me to want to back a very poor shooting George Washington team. Both teams are poor shooting teams, but George Washington's not only poor shooting, but they're poor on defense as well. On both sides of that one. So as far as this one goes, I think where the play should be is I think the play should be on the over. I know they're poor shooting teams, but their defenses are a lot worse than the offenses. The offense definitely makes some buckets. They're not the worst numbers in the league that we see. They're capable of putting up numbers and scoring points. You take a look at some of the games. Take a look at George Washington to end the regular season. They put up or they allowed 88 points on offense against St. Bonaventure. So which has a quality defense for Atlantic 10 Conference. So as far as this one goes, I think the play on this one is the over. I'm going to be betting the over, but it's going to be a small play. It's over 134.5. I expect this one to go up. The juice on it is already up to minus $1.15, so the next step would be for them to take it to over and under 135. So I'd bet it sooner rather than later. I will put it in the comment section, but it's a small free play. So this is one where I'm going to be putting $500 on, but I really do like the over. And yeah, even though you get two shitty offenses, they're capable of putting up points. Now, I don't think this one goes flying high and we get to 150 or 160 or anything like that, but I expect this one to get into the 140s, low to mid 140s, not much higher than that if you were to ask me. Put this in the comment section. That thing is fucking annoying. That thing is annoying. Alrighty. Can he go away? Can he go away for a little bit? Alright, so I got about time for one more, and want to do a good one for you guys. But I did just want to go live just to, show my face and say hello and spend a few minutes with all you guys. But the family is going to be hungry here in a minute. So we're going to take a look at that Oklahoma State and Baylor game. The table that I'm filming off of, the picnic table, starting to shake. But we're going to take a look at that good old Baylor game, guys. Oklahoma State at Baylor. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN 2. Should be a lot of fun, this one. Oklahoma State 17-6 on the year for the Cowboys out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Ten and 6 in conference play, riding a nice 5-game win streak. All right, 5-game win streak for Oklahoma State, beating Kansas State, Iowa State, Texas Tech, Oklahoma on back-to-backs. They beat them 94-90 in overtime. Then they beat them 79-75 back on Monday. Absolutely appreciate that. And here they are drawing Baylor, guys. Drawing the Bears 19-1 on the year, whose only loss is to Kansas. Baylor's only loss on the year is to Kansas. They did bounce back. I don't want to say strong after their loss to Kansas. West Virginia took them to overtime. Baylor ended up beating them in overtime. A 94-89 game in overtime for Scott Drew and his program there. When you take a look at the side-by-side comparison, I feel like he's getting closer. The table's starting to shake. When you guys compare the numbers, the side-by-side, first of all, you get the number one offense in the Big 12 out of the Baylor Bears. You also get the number 2 defense out of the Baylor Bears. And, not only is Baylor's offense ranked first in their conference, they're number 3 overall. Henry, soccer's still good, buddy. Their offense is rated number 3 overall in the entire country. Defense 21st overall. Second in their conference in the Big 12, 21st overall. Oklahoma State, pretty far down there except for their defense. Their defense definitely comes in as a top 20 defense overall in the entire country. But when you start comparing conference play only numbers, first of all, start with Oklahoma State, and we're going to do side by side so you can see the big difference and the big mismatch up here. You got Oklahoma State hitting 51.2% from the field, 57.2% for the Baylor Bears, number one in their conference. Number one with offensive rebounds is the Baylor Bears, 34.7% offensive rebounding rate, 30.6% for Oklahoma State. So a big difference there. Oklahoma State's a quality three-point shooting team at 34.4%. But then you've got the Baylor Bears, 40.4%, a whopping 6% more. Number one three-point shooting team there in their conference, guys, in the Big 12. And they're just not done there leading their conference in that stat. 54.9% conversion of all their two-point plays, which has them number one in their conference, converting all their two-point plays as well, which is still much higher than Oklahoma State at 51%. Now, what's astonishing is the Baylor Bears have the number one ranked offense in their conference, and they can't knock down a free throw to save their life. Knock down a three all day long, convert every two-point play, put them on the charity stripe, and they're at 66%. Pathetic number. They want to make it down into the tournament. They're going to have to figure out a way to start knocking down free throws. Oklahoma State free throw shooting is, one thing on offense that they actually do better than Baylor, converting at a rate of 71%. Offensive rebounds, Oklahoma State, quality number, 30.6%. Baylor, 34.7%. Again, number one rebounding team in their conference. Two-foul participation, both will participate, but a little bit, 28% for Baylor, 23% for Oklahoma State. So not a huge factor there for either one team. However, it should definitely affect the first half as well as the overall total on that one, adding a few extra buckets. Now, the line on this one, Baylor laying 11.5, over and under 147.5. First half number over 70 for the total, as well as Baylor laying 6.5. As far as this one goes, and the loud noise behind me, while I think the Baylor Bears should dominate this game on paper, the way that they've been playing against not only Kansas but then West Virginia definitely has me a little concerned and a little scared as far as what they've been doing on defense as of late. They gave up 89 points to West Virginia. They gave up 71 in their loss to Kansas. Their offense definitely struggled in that game. Kansas's defense shut them down. Is Oklahoma State going to shut them down? No, they're not. I see points in this game, guys. I see points, and I see a lot of points. Total on this one, over and under 147, and that is the free play, all right? And that is the free play. Oklahoma State and Baylor over 147.5. Over 147.5 minus $1.15. I'll get that in the comment section here. Wherever, I don't know where my live chat just went. There we go. Make sure I got it right, and then I'll hit the send button. There we go. So there's that one, guys. J-Rock says that'll be the sound Iowa State hears on offense. Trying to score on Texas Tech later. Love it. Joe Free absolutely loving it here. All right, guys, I do got to run. It's time to cook breakfast. J-Rock says UMass should win, but St. Joseph is on the run. Is on a run, staying off of that one. Yeah, definitely on a run for that one. St. Joseph, that's for sure. All right, guys, I do got to get out of here. It is breakfast time. Time to go cook some breakfast and get the hell out of this tractor noise. All right? If you're on my personal place, stand by. They'll be out in about 20 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes, my personal place should be out. So if you're on my personal place, stand by. If you're not, get on them. Remember that soccer game of the week, you have an hour. 1 hour. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. And we'll see you guys all. As far as tomorrow goes, I don't know if I'm going to be live tomorrow at this time because we have checkout tomorrow at 10. I'll try and go live before. If not, then maybe I'll do it while I'm driving. Savage, I honestly bought merchandise in November 2027. That's strange, Savage. Do me a favor. Send me an email. Send one to my personal email, Kyle@cappersdirect.com, and I'll take a look at that for you, and I'll figure that out, and I'll make it right. I don't get your emails there, Savage. If you're sending me an email to kyle@cappersdirect.com, I'll get it. That I promise, as long as you're sending it to the right email address. Andre, members video tomorrow, and then members live show Saturday and Sunday. All right, guys, I got to run. And Savage, send me an email to that email I just posted. Good luck, everybody. Please wager responsibly. Have a great day.